All right, is this thing on? Oh, okay, okay. Welcome. This is the commentary. I'm Flynn O'Neill, and I'm here to, I guess, explain the process a bit and talk about the episode. So to start off, we don't really have a set timetable for these videos, so it's kind of hard to get union approved because we just don't pay our employees that much in general. We thought about becoming Google partners for a while, but after reading the terms of service, we kind of collectively decided that in the off chance we wanted to switch gears and, you know, maybe make a hate speech that just wouldn't fly for us. Well, as you notice, we intended to have the rock band Cold Chamber and the rapper Jadakiss, whatever, on the show, but as is the norm, it's notoriously hard to get bands to show up because it's a fairly discreet location, and we just don't allow the kind of antics your typical rock band will throw. Not really our forte, really. But with this case in particular, it was interesting because Jadakiss actually was sharing a ride with Coal Chamber, but they hit a blizzard, I think outside of Vermont. I'm not really sure, but it was near that Ben and Jerry's factory. So I'm told that what they ended up doing was just kicking back, eating ice cream, and smoking. Can we say blunts? Okay, yeah, blunts. So yeah. Oh yes, so this is a sort of a nod to a charity my buddies and I started calling uh, Building Trees for Forests. So basically what we do is we buy like stacks of paper, stacks of lumber, some wooden birds, and like lots and lots of crazy glue. And we just go out to a field every other Saturday and just make trees, make them like from scratch, and it's for the children, and then we just sort of leave them there so that people could perhaps see them and start their own causes. Like I heard of take down a wind turbine for Christ, or mousetraps for Moses. Christian stuff, but with a strong environmentalist message. Switching gears, I never actually met Sarah Jessica Parker before this interview, and she was just a real sport for playing along with Pat, our office horse. There was one point in the taping where Pat would just not stop shitting on the carpet, and Sarah, God bless her, just volunteered out of the blue to like take it all in and take it back with her in that little hand purse of hers, and I still don't know what she was planning to do with it, but it was a great interview, and moving on. Okay, this was sort of an inside joke about one of our interns who everyone just started calling Thomas one day, even though his name was Jeff. So, as a quirky little homage to him, we thought it'd be really, really funny to like go out into the parking lot, slash his tires, and then put this frog thing up, on the video, sort of as an ode to him, I guess. Now, as a little setup here, we managed to get Tom Cruise on the show because a gay buddy of mine actually met him in a club years back. I think around 1989, 1990. It was around when he was making that car movie. Days of Thunder, yes. And anyways, long story short, my buddy kept in contact with him and showed Tom the Wonder Bread episode, and for whatever reason, Tom really liked it, apparently, and he showed it to all his Scientology buddies. So, like, I was on a couch one day, and I get a text from Forrest Whitaker, who in sort of a 6 Degrees as Kevin Bacon sort of way, starred in Battlefield Earth, starring John Travolta, who goes to church with Tom Cruise, and wanted me to stop by the studio lot where Tom was filming his next movie. I think this was Mission Impossible 4 or 5, or something about ghosts. And I couldn't make it that day because I had scheduled a dentist appointment for later that afternoon. But the very next day, I got a call from an actor buddy named Roger Chicken, who I didn't realize at the time was actually Tom's lead coffee assistant. So he passed me through to Tom. We talked for a little under an hour about the show, what we wanted to do with him, and he was completely on board whole way, especially this part here. In fact, it was all practically his idea, and we just sort of ran with it. Real prince of a man. None of that, prima donna bullshit you hear about with people like, Jennifer Lopez. Okay, and last but certainly not least, we have Bob Hope, who, apparently died in 2003, but it's amazing what they can do with that 3D hologram technology these days. Like with James Cameron's Pocahontas movie with the blue people, and that Coachella show with Tupac Shakur. Because he was dead, we kind of created our own answers to our own questions. So we'd ask him, but for fans to Bob Hope on the show, we just could not believe the fan mail we received about it. Another running gag we had is the credit sequence where I list myself as being responsible for everything, but the truth is, the truth of the matter is, we actually have this little black box full of little goblin people who do the lighting, do the sound check, occasionally the catering, but we don't really credit them in kind because, well, I wouldn't call them slaves exactly, but yeah, they're pretty much that. But they like it, I suppose. We give them the weekend off once a year, and they seem to enjoy that. Well, thank you for listening to my commentary of the show. Good night, and how do you shut this thing off? Just click the button. Okay. All right.